What's up, guys? Josh here. Today I wanted to talk about a really amazing topic that has actually come true this time, and it's not just rumors and speculation and whatnot. It's none of that. It is for real this time. So without too much beating around the bush, let's just dive right into it. After years of rumors and speculation and whatnot, and playing guess games of if and when this thing is going to come out, it has finally became true, and Ford finally came out with the 2022 Ford Bronco Raptor. It's about time, I know. Something that this vehicle was made to conquer just about anything in its way. Any type of terrain that, it comes across, meant to just drive right over it, no problem. And that's what this vehicle is gonna do. So, this vehicle comes with massive 37-inch tires, lots of chassis updates, and 400 horsepower. That's as much as the Ford Explorer ST, so that's pretty dang quick. So I'd love to see this compete with the Ford F-150 Raptor, which that would be a really interesting thing to see in itself. And there's been a good amount of change with this trim. It is only available in 4 doors. No, you cannot get the two-door option. The hood, grille, and all 4 quarter panels are all Raptor specific, with gigantic fender flares to fit the standard BF Goodrich KO2 37-inch all-terrain tires. So Ford's really got it going on with the Bronco. Like, they ain't playing games. Ford is, like, from what I see and hear, they're meant to be like built Ford tough, and there's a lot of truth to it. They're meant to be able to conquer anything in their way, whether it be snow, sand, mud, you name it. The body is 9 inches wider than any standard Bronco. So it's just a little bit wider, about close to like a foot wider. So Ford wants to bring back the Bronco to what it used to be, and they should, by all means. Also, the Bronco comes with a bunch of interior upgrades that are only for the Raptor, meaning you can't get them on any other trim, just the Raptor, such as Ford Performance Design seats, and a performance view mode in the gauge cluster designed to highlight things in the tack and current gear. In the engine bay, you'll find Ford's normal 3.0 twin-turbo V6, specifically tuned to do all this. Ford has yet to release the specific horsepower and torque numbers, even though I just said it was 400 horsepower, meaning they don't have an ultimate specific horsepower number just yet. But they say it's aimed to deliver over 400 horsepower once production of the vehicle starts. The sad thing for all you manual lovers, it is only going to come with a 10-speed automatic. I know, that is quite depressing that manuals are dying out, and it seems like to me if things keep going like this in everything, manuals are going to no longer be around. Unless, you go to a body shop or a certified car service company and, they convert your automatic transmission to a manual transmission. That may be the only way to do it going forward. I'm not sure, but I'm just speculating on the possibilities based off of all these details. The transmission sends power to all 4 wheels through an upgraded 2-speed transfer case that connects to a new Dana 50 heavy-duty Advantech Live axles out back and a Dana 44 differential up front. Aside from being able to handle more power, they also contribute to an 8.6-inch wider track width over the standard Bronco. So, Ford definitely has a reason for widening the Bronco Raptor, just like they've widened the F-150 Raptor to make it bigger and be able to fit more things and, be able to just do more. Bigger means better, They say everything's bigger in Texas. Ford says it's the same units found in its Ultra 4 class Bronco race trucks. So it's the same units that the Bronco race trucks have that they're putting into this new Raptor. So Ford's like taking everything that they've had from all their other Broncos, pretty much, and even a few new things, and they're just throwing it all into the Bronco Raptor and make it the best that they can. The Bronco Raptor's frame has been revamped with beefier shock towers, a B-pillar crossbar, and C-pillar reinforcement to handle all the bumps, jumps, and other types of abuse taken from Raptor drivers. So sounds to me Raptor drivers are going to be having a grand old time in these things, especially anyone who could remember, anyone who's ever owned a Bronco before, and they step into this Bronco Raptor and they have just as much, if not more fun than they've had in their previous Bronco. Never know unless you try. Those upgrades also mean a 50% in torsional rigidity versus the standard Bronco. So this is going to be essentially the bigger and better Bronco, which is a plus on Ford's part. It also comes with a new Fox Racing developed suspension. Which is what Ford calls HOSS, H-O-S-S, which stands for High Performance Off-Road Stability Suspension. That uses internal bypass, semi-active dampers that measure 3.1 inches in diameter. So they're essentially putting upgraded suspension, not necessarily only off-road, but a performance suspension to make it handle better off-road. If you want to go Baja and you want to drive a little on the quick side, you may be able to with all these specs being put into it. These reservoirs feature unique tuning in the front and back and use sensors at each corner of the truck to monitor terrain conditions. So what these sensors do, I think, from what it sounds like, it pretty much would suggest which terrain setting you should have, depending on what you're driving on. If you're driving on snow and ice, then, the snow setting will come on, or if you're driving on sand, sand will come on, and so on and so forth. Not 100%, but correct me if I'm wrong in the comment section. They're supposed to monitor these conditions, Ford quotes, quote for quote, hundreds of times each second. So each second, the car is going to monitor according to Ford. What this is supposed to do is adjust stiffness according to the terrain it drives on. So what it's sounding like to me as well is you don't have to go down to the knob like you normally would. Those of you that drive, like a Ford Explorer and all that know what I'm talking about. You have the knob right and near where the cup holders are, near the center console, and you can select, what type of terrain you want to adjust the vehicle for, so it gives you the best driving capabilities. Paired with these sensors are Raptor-specific control arms. What these are supposed to do is allow the suspension to fluctuate a bit, meaning bend the suspension a little bit. For example, the suspension would allow 13 inches of travel for the front and 14 inches for the rear. So it would kind of do, I think, what it sounds like, it would kind of go like this if it were going up a hill. It might kind of go like that or like that. I'm not too sure, but that's what it sounds like to me. So what I think, what Ford's trying to do is prevent people from getting stuck, if they're climbing up a steep hill. They want you to be able to, tilt the car on an angle half, at least, a tad to help you get up the hill smoother. So that's a plus on Ford's part. This altogether would be 60 and 40% more travel versus the standard Bronco. So I think what that means is it would give you more traveling capability than the standard Bronco would, which is a good thing. From what I'm hearing, I think the Bronco Raptor is really going to be a success. With the Raptor being in the top trim lineup, the Bronco Raptor is going to come equipped as standard with the SUV's famous 7-mode GOAT terrain management system. So, like I was saying before, it's like the knob near the center console that you would adjust for the best terrain settings so you get the smoothest driving on whatever terrain you drive on. And I'll tell you the modes for those, who don't drive Fords, because I got them listed right here. You got normal, eco, sport, slippery, and sand. Those are just the majority of settings that you can select with the terrain management system. And of course, base mode, which is normal driving as well. It's going to come with black onyx marine grade vinyl seats, and rubberized washout flooring. So, if you get the floor dirty for whatever reason, you can just clean it out very easily, and that's why Ford did that. So you don't have to worry about like ruining the rug with like muddy shoes or anything like that. Ford's got you covered, so that's good on their part. And yours too. The high package is going to have a 12-inch display, touchscreen, which will come standard. The Luxe package will come with a 10-speaker B&O audio system and an adaptive cruise control, which is soon going to be an option on that model. The Bronco Raptor, as far as price goes, is going to start at $69,995, including destination. And Ford says prospective buyers can start placing orders in March of this year. Ford warns everyone that most of the 2022 model years that people place orders for, that the Bronco Raptors are going to go to them first. However, if you're not a customer who yet put in a reservation, you're going to have to wait a very long time before you can get your hands on one. Especially if you're someone, who's not willing to pay over sticker price. So let's say, you didn't put in a reservation and you all of a sudden wanted a Ford Bronco Raptor. Well, you can't have one super duper soon. You're going to have to really wait it out until everybody who put their reservation in gets theirs first before you get one. Because everything, is low, supply chain demand of the world we live in right now and things like that. So I think that wraps it up with this video. So I hope everybody that wants a Ford Bronco Raptor can get one. And if not, just wait till the time is right. So I think that wraps it up with this video. That's pretty much all I got for it. And yeah, so anyway with that, well, that's it guys. Hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure you leave a like, comment, and turn on post notifications so you do not miss out on one of my videos or anything else that I put out. And along with that, I'll see you next time.